Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a layout share with you guys so that I can get this humongous stack of layouts put away in page protectors and in albums and kind of reset my never-ending kit and do all of the things. So I just wanted to see how high of a stack I have, and I have a 6.5-inch stack of layouts right here that need to be put away. So we're gonna look at them and then I'm gonna organize them, put them into page protectors and get them into albums, because that is what I like to do. I like my layouts to be in albums so that I can flip through them and just, you know, look at them and enjoy them. So this is a mix of all kinds of things. This is a mix of retreat layouts, which you've probably already seen if you watch the retreat layout share. Some of these are from May I Scrap Lift You. Some of these are from the sketches. It's just a bunch of stuff, guys. So, and I don't remember what every one of them was. This is when I went on a wine tasting. That was a drawing Chloe gave me for my birthday. So I have this one, some great paper here. This one I'm pretty sure was this was a mixed media background, I think. And then I built this separately and then put it on top here. Love this plaid paper around the edge. This is while we were in Leavenworth. So I'm gonna put the Leavenworth pile separate. This is a Leavenworth as well. We went to Icicle Ridge Winery. That's what this one is here. This is Leavenworth. This is Abendblume. This is the bed and breakfast that I just utterly love. And I thought that this die cut that has been in my stash for, I don't know, 11 years was finally perfect to go ahead and use it. And I also especially love the fact that there is a lot of purpur on this layout. Here is inside of Abendblume. Just a fun layout. I'm pretty sure, I don't remember if this was a scrapjack or a sketch, but I know that I altered it in some way to make it work for me. Here is one of the rooms in Abendblume. And this is one sheet of paper, as you can see, and I just washi taped that bad boy together so that it would stay. Again, Abendblume, lots of stamping on here. This is one of the 6x12 Scrapping Reflections stencils. Here is a Stitches and Stencils layout. This is a kind of a stacked washi layout, and then I stitched with different stitches as well, so that is a 2-pager. This one, I forget what I used. I think I was using up Nouveau Drops to get this background, where I started up darker, or the stencil, it's the Dotty Down stencil, starts with wider circles up here and then lower as you get to the bottom. I also did some splatters, and this says Wo ist die Toilette? Because that is one of the only phrases that the kids remember from their 4 years of German. Me too, actually, but their 4 years of German were a lot more recent than my 4 years of German. Okay, this is Every Now and Then It's Christmas. This is in the Christmas shop in downtown Leavenworth. It is amazing. All of these big old sleds that are pictured here were sold the last time we were there, and they were pretty hefty of a price tag. Would have loved to have one of them, but honestly, I don't know what the heck I would do with it. I already have an unholy amount of Christmas decorations. I can't imagine if I popped home with one of these full-size sleighs, what would Christopher say? Okay, here is some more Leavenworth. These are paintings on the side of the buildings. Again, we got Leavenworth. Are all of these Leavenworth that I've been putting on this pile? They are great. My this is our first trip to Leavenworth, so I was taking pictures of everything. Our subsequent trips have not had as many photos taken. This is a fun page. I think lots of different layers and bits and things. Really a great way to use up stash is to do something like this. If you're coming to like an end of a kit, something like this would work. I just really love it. And it's a great way to highlight one photo. Here is the cuckoo clocks. So really fun there. This is in Icicle Ridge Winery again. This is the actual wine tasting. More wine. The stairs at Abendbluma, they're just beautiful wrought iron stairs. Just really pretty. Then we have this. Is this a 2-pager? No, I thought it might have been. Down the river, down behind the main area of Leavenworth. Again, the big fluffy clouds, the sun popping through, just beautiful stuff. Again, more purple. Love the purple. I'm pretty sure this was a mixed media background for a Sunday night mixed media background. This one was a few different iterations. Like I had the lace here. There were all kinds of things, and this is what I landed on. And this is going to be the last page. It says goodbye. There is a sign at the bed and breakfast that says Auf Wiedersehen. And then I used one of the Scrapping Reflections die cuts to just highlight that. This is me. Bunch of photos Christopher took of me in Leavenworth. I love this background so much and this stencil so much. Man, every time I see my hair with bangs, I think about going back to them. I don't know, I gotta figure that out. This is the downtown area of Leavenworth with all of my papers and things kind of outlined with the black. I think it makes a striking layout, even though there is not a lot of decoration on there. Again, the winery. Hello. Here is Christopher and I on the carriage ride. I'm pretty sure this was a sketch, a scrapjack, I think. I'm not sure, but there it is. This is a 2-page layout. I think it goes this way. This is inside of the bed and breakfast. I used these clear feather stickers instead of leaves. Lots of flowers and brads were used here, so lots of really old stash. This is Leavenworth, just some of the wonderful sights, as you can see. There is Christopher and I outside of Abendbluma, and the beautiful, beautiful scenery. Here is the front of the horse and the back of the horse. This one was a recent one. This is not in Abendbluma. This was our first time at the original Pancake House, which this was yesterday's layout, I think. Made me want to eat there real bad. Okay, so that one was super recent. This is one of Chloe's graduation ones. Again, a super recent layout. No real title on it. This was a mixed media background gone awry. It took like 3 or 4 days to actually come up with this layout. The mask that I used didn't really work, but ultimately I'm happy with how this turned out. Here's another photo of Christopher and I, and this was a sketch that had 3 circles, and I kind of did the circles, but kind of not. So there that is. This is a Leavenworth layout. I love the pink, the orange, and the green together. But coffee is this layout. This is a screenshot of a text conversation Christopher and I had about moving. This is Chloe and Lana in front of a biplane here. I'm pretty sure this was a Whiny Wednesday live. This was during Aviation Day last year. This one was the May stencil of the month for Scrapping Reflections. And let me tell you guys, I love this stencil, and I also love the colors and how this turned out. This is Christopher when he was driving the car up here to Washington, and he got out and touched the snow and sent a photo to us. Whoops, that is not Leavenworth, so we're going to take that out of that pile. This is a Leavenworth layout. This was a scrapjack for sure. This was a scrapjack of myself. I love how this turned out. I love the colors. I love everything about this one. It's just a, a recent favorite page. This is Okay, the Best Space Storage. These are photos from Star Wars Land. Nothing really spectacular about the photos, but they were cool, and they're going in the album. Coffee makes it better. This was definitely a scrapjack where I sent, I found this coffee mug and sent this selfie, and I thought it was hilarious. So there's that one. This is a Stroop waffle, and we talked about Stroop waffles, and yeah, those who have had Stroop waffles love them. So if you haven't had one, get yourself some. This is Chloe, Lana, and Christopher at Aviation Day. How funny, I used this paper on both of those layouts, I think. Yep. Okay. This was a scrapjack of Amber. This is Christopher and I, currently us. This is at my favorite winery in California. I really like how this one turned out. There's not a lot about it, but I like scrapbooking photos of Christopher and I. And I don't have to journal on them, and all that. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I do really like scrapbooking photos of us. And there's another photo with me with bangs, and I'm like, maybe I should do that. Okay, this is at a retreat 2 years ago now. This is Janet, Lynn, and MK and myself, and we were cheersing some Fireball. This is a very purple layout here. And we would cheers. We talked about, so this has turned into quite the thing. And I think it was this one. Was it here that it started? I'm not exactly sure, but somebody had Fireball, and I told a story of how I terminated someone because they were drinking Fireball out of a paper cup at work. So it turned into a whole thing, and we cheers that person that I had to fire. So anyway, that's a thing, and I wanted to document that. I probably should do some journaling on here, but I haven't yet, but we'll do that before it gets put away. This is Chloe and I at her graduation day, and we do a big mouth wide smile together just because. So obviously she gets that from me. And this was a scrapjack sketch, something. It was something like that. So there is that one. This is at one of the wineries around here. This is Christopher, and then those big old barn doors that they had. This is on watercolor paper. There is a lot of color. I think I still have the other one. I think I pulled a print of it, and then I still have this one. Yeah. Still have this one. I think I pulled a print of it. It feels like I did. And then we use that one there. So I still have the other one to use. And I just love all of these layers and the little bits of gold that have popped down. That is not Leavenworth. Okay. This is Oh Hey Slinky. This is the ceiling of the Slinky Dog Dash ride in Walt Disney World. Magic and Wonder and Lasers. So this is a very warpy layout, you guys. I used Glitter Glaze through the All-Star stencil from Scrapping Reflections, and then made this layout with it. It is very warpy. The photos and everything are warpy because I built it and put it down on top of the wet layout. It'll flatten out in the album though, but it is a very warpy layout, so if that isn't your thing, you won't want to do that. This is Railway Adventure with Donald, and I used a Donald chipboard that has been in my stash for ages. So this is another Disney layout. This was from Magical May. This is Hello T-I-double-G-R, which is this. This one was a scrapjack of Tara, I think, who is the paper snob. I think that's who this one is. This one is a scrapjack of Crystal, and this is called Gather the Books. These were the first things that we actually packed when we decided that we were moving up here to Washington, was the scrapbook, so there they are. This was our home in California, so I wanted to document that. This is the day that we moved out. This is just documenting my last day at Hobby Lobby. Was kind of sad. My boss was very sad. And this is one of the Scrapping Reflection stencils of the month, and I used some orange candy coat over top of the blue layout because the Hobby Lobby colors are orange and blue. This is me holding the Prosecco that my sister sent us for moving, and congratulations for Christopher's new position in Washington. Here is another winery photo. Again, there I am with the bangs, and I'm kind of loving it right now. I think I'm gonna go cut some bangs. Well, I'm not gonna cut them because that would be a travesty. But this is Christopher and I. Again, I love scrapbooking photos of us, you guys. Okay. This is the move. This is a one-pager. So we had a moving company move us, and they had like a tractor trailer full of stuff. But there was stuff that we needed to move ourselves. In the U-Haul, like we moved Christopher's motorcycle, we moved the business laser. There were some other things in there. I don't remember exactly what. Is there anything else big in there? I don't know. I'm looking over at Christopher like he's going to answer me right now, but it's fine. Toolboxes, that's right, the toolboxes.
Outside furniture.
The outside furniture. Okay, he remembers more about what was in the U-Haul than I do, probably because he loaded the U-Haul while I was working. Didn't you?
That's the age-old story.
Yeah. Anyway, and then we put my car on a trailer behind the U-Haul, and we drove the U-Haul. So that we did that so we could be together when we were driving instead of having to follow one behind each other. Because, you know, we like each other. Kind of crazy, but we do. This is my vines. This is my wines. Okay. It says Sandy Reversky, October 2021. That's when I became a Legacy Club member at Kincannon, and I have my own vine. So that's pretty cool. I've taken a picture with it twice now. I will probably take a picture of it again if and when we go back, which, you know, hopefully we will. So anyway, that's what that is. This was a scrapjack. I'm pretty sure I scrapjacked Sharon for this one. Here is Chloe on graduation day, just three of the same exact pose. And the only thing we did was zoom the camera in and out a little bit to get them. And then this is Let's Celebrate Chloe. This is Coffee Love. This is when I was unpacking and texting. So this is me. I found the Keurig and also sent him a picture of the coffee, because over here where I had scrapbooked that that text, it was like one guy was told not to pack the coffee makers, except somebody else came in and packed it and we didn't know where it was, and then I found it. So that was exciting. And I also love that I wrote, if I didn't find a coffee pot soon, I was popping open wine. Because I found the wine in the cork thing, the cork remover, but it took me a moment to find that.
No straw?
To find that, yeah, no straws. It took me a moment to find that coffee maker. And I had like 4 or 5 Starbucks cups. A lot of my Target people had given me Starbucks cups as a go away gift because I got Starbucks every day at Target because we got our Target discount on top of it, and I always drank iced coffee, and you get a free refill of iced coffee. So they knew I was at Starbucks every single day, getting my refill, doing my discount, all that kind of stuff. So a lot of my Target people were awesome and gave me Starbucks gift cards when I left. And some of them gave me cups too. And I don't know what the heck these people that packed up our house did with my straws, but they didn't make it. And it wasn't a fact of, oh, we just didn't unpack them. No, I went through every single box, and then Christopher went through every single box. And he did find a blade to the food processor, and 2 blades to the food processor. Anyway, he found stuff, but the straws, some of them were just missing. So here is another Chloe graduate layout. This is in front of the 2023 that they had outside the school. These die cuts are strategically placed. They cover up some of the people that are here that are pretty prevalent. Like these are background people, and that's whatever, but these guys were showing up pretty prevalent. So we covered that up. Plus, I love this little sticker that says "Too cool for school." And then this is, again, I love scrapbooking photos of Christopher and I. This is Christopher and I outside the house in California, right before we left. And then this is Christopher and I outside the house in Washington once we got here. So yeah, it was a good time. I also, lots of layers and bits here. This was a paper that was covered with pearl spray, just kind of spread all over it, and I really loved the effect of that. This was a retreat layout, so you guys have definitely seen that one before as a share. This was moving. Oh, my scrapbook carts were in the U-Haul too. This is the kitchen in California, and this is one of my carts, and this is where I was filming right before we left. Because, I didn't have my act together to have enough videos filmed and ready to go. I think I had some, but not enough, ready to go. And I scrapbooked here because everything else was packed up and put away. And then with my carts, we put trash bags over them and wrapped them. And it turned out great. Like the carts moved great in the U-Haul that way. And then obviously lots of bright colors for this one. This is at Chloe's art show, her senior art show. This is Chloe right here. This is a photo of them where they were just, being pretty. And then this is their, hey, here we are pose. I pointed this out before, but this chick is wearing the Tiki Room dress from Disney. And I love that dress. It's really cute. But she's wearing this big old cardigan over top of it, so you can't really tell how cute it is. But it's fine. Okay. Here's another moving one. This is the big old tractor trailer outside of the house in California. And then this is the cross-off sheet. So they label every single box, every single item, and you cross it off as they call it in when they're moving it into your house. So there were some things that arrived broken. It was awesome. They fixed it, repaired it, gave us the value of it, whatever it was awesome. Nothing was missing from the move, but some stuff did get broken. And that's okay because they took care of it. But Destination Washington right here. Here is that's Chateau Lille. which is one of the wineries that we have. I think it's the only actual, no, it's not the only actual winery we've been to in Washington. But this was the first actual winery we went to in Washington. Just some photos of it there. This is our family at Christmas time when we were all together. Alex was able to get leave and come home, and the girls came home from college. And this is a stencil of the month with the stars, and I just added some more stars there, and then our photo there. So that's us. This is Christopher's birthday. We were all in different states at this time. He was at a work conference. I was here in Washington. The girls were in Florida, and Alex was in California. And this is our FaceTime screenshots because we were doing the Reversky family happy birthday song, which if you have ever experienced it, you were really in for a treat, weren't you? So there that is. This is a fake Project Life page. It is the companion page to the road trip. This is when Christopher drove from California to Washington to move his car. Just really pretty photos that he took, and then like the screen and all that. And again, there's a photo of Christopher and I. Big shock. This is outside of the house in California. And the title is "And You Are My Home." So really love this layout. Actually love all the colors and stuff on this one. And again, big shock, photo of us. I used a scrapping reflection stencil, and I used a bunch of Nuvo to use through it. And all of that Nuvo cracked. Like it was a pretty thick, it was a thicker layer of Nuvo, but it cracked. The good thing is that it cracked everywhere. So it might even look like it was meant to be that way. But ultimately I didn't think it was going to. It did, but it turned out pretty good, right? And this is at that Chateau Lille winery. This is documenting a coffee mug that Christopher got from me, where it's Ursula with before coffee and after coffee. And I sent him these selfies. So there it is. This is Crafter's Gonna Craft Maybe. So this was a print that I had pulled from another layout that I had made, and it looks like a mess a little bit. And then I took these photos. The first time I walked into the Hobby Lobby that I worked at here in Washington, and the ceiling was falling down, and there was water puddled in the chairs that had obviously been sitting there for a while, and the roof had been leaking for months and months, and nobody did anything about it. I actually was calling it in daily, and my district manager got upset because I kept bringing attention to it over and over and over again. So that whole experience was a travesty, you guys. Not my whole Hobby Lobby experience, but my Hobby Lobby experience here was a travesty. So there that is. This was our bed the last couple of nights in California. We slept on the floor in front of the fireplace in the living room with some blankets, and that's what it was, right? Like the movers had taken the bed and everything. And this is how we slept the last couple nights. Wasn't great. Wasn't absolutely horrible, but it wasn't great either. And then this is Christopher and I again at a winery. It says, "Please join us for wine tasting." Lots of little bits and bobs and things. This one I love. This is Chroma Glaze through the All-Star stencil. This is Chloe and Lana and one of their friends at a baseball game. And this is one way that I like to do two photos where they're kind of each their own little place, you know? Anyway, there's that. And then finally, this is a layout that I did not finish from the retreat. And I think I shared that in the retreat layout share and said I needed to finish it, but I never did. So it looks like this is going to be tomorrow's project. So guys, there it is. I have a pile of non-Leavenworth stuff, and then I have a pile of Leavenworth stuff, which was the whole point of making the kit, so I could finish that up. So here that is finished. Here is another pile. We're gonna get these in page protectors and get them put in albums. And then we'll be ready to make a whole bunch more layouts. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.